What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. It's Sunday, May 10th, 2026, and we are back at Kaagbaan for arrivals. EasyJet arriving from Bristol, A320, first airplane of the show. And EasyJet arriving from London Luton right after this. So if you are Luton intolerant, better grab another cup of coffee, go to the toilet, have a walk, be gone for 5 minutes. After that, things should be good again. A warm welcome to the show. Marja, goedenavond. Good to see you again. Hope all is well. Honda, goedemorgen. Davy, goedemorgen. Eddie, goedemorgen. Michael, good morning. MK, MRG, good morning. Alberto Veener, good morning. Adi, goedemorgen. Klaus, goedemorgen. Bobbers, good morning. Wolfgang, good morning. Hey Peter, goedemorgen. No hangover from yesterday. Hans, goedemorgen. Jellard, goedemorgen. Welcome one and all. Delta Airlines flight 56. First widebody. Next after EasyJet. Delta Airlines arriving from Salt Lake City in Utah. Ewald, good morning. Firehawk, goedemorgen. Manzi, good morning. Fabian, goedemorgen. Leo, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, one and all. It's pretty windy. It's also pretty chilly here. I'm standing with my gloves on, and for the time being, I'm regretting not having brought a jacket with me. Just a hoodie. Even though the meter only says 11 knots of wind, it does feel like it is considerably more windy than that. Definitely more ripples here in the canals as well. Big picture overview, clouds are also beginning to form already. This is looking to the north, northwest, west, and over the Gulf of Yorkshire, clouds are already forming. Then inward, looking to the east, things are still relatively calm. Few low clouds at the horizon, cirrus clouds and contra remnants, as they are also present in the south. Delta Airlines up next, first widebody of the show, flight 56, arriving from Salt Lake City, Utah, A330 Neo, 9 hours and 13 minutes on the way. The November 434 Delta X-Ray, a year old, celebrated its first birthday last month in April. Hey Gertin, goedemorgen. And you're welcome. Radio 478, good morning. Tuning in from England, welcome one and all. Bastiaan, goedemorgen. Dave Blom, goedemorgen. Marjan, goedemorgen. Eddie, goedemorgen. Marijke, goedemorgen. Twan, goedemorgen. EasyJet up next, Dassault Falcon 7, privately owned, arriving from Vancouver. I wonder who is the owner of the airplane. Bram, goedemorgen. Mark H, good morning. Ricciano, good morning. Lance, good morning. Daniel, goedemorgen. Now, where is the Dassault? There it is. Teeny tiny little airplane compared with the rest. Wilma, goedemorgen. Hepkusten, good morning. Dassault Falcon 7X coming this way. Canadian registered, Charlie Golf Juliet, Johannes, JPEG. It's the CG JPEG. 14 years old, hailing from 2012. Anyway, goedemorgen. Looks a bit pixelated, but that's because I'm far zoomed in with digital zoom. Going back to the top end of optical zoom would be this. Marvin, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, everybody. Lars, guten Morgen, herzlich willkommen. Schönen Sonntag allen. Happy Sunday to you all. Hopefully, where you guys are at, it's less windy and less chilly. What a difference a day makes. I think it's also going to be the last day that there isn't any rain predicted. From tomorrow onward, each day a few droplets were in the pictograms of all the weather websites. Well, the Salt Falcon, 8 hours and 30 minutes on the way from Vancouver, privately owned. Poor bastard who owns this airplane. From Falcons to Kestrels. There's Fidel. Neil, good morning. Tuning in from Hull in England. Welcome to the show. Peter Petit, goedemorgen. Welcome one and all. Air Canada up next, flight 900 arriving from Montreal, Canada. Bank rubber livery, 7878 Dreamliner, 6 hours 4 minutes underway. It's the Charlie Golf Hotel Quebec Yankee. So it is a proper Canadian, it does have Quebec in the registration. That's good. Robin, good morning. Robin says that the BizJet belongs to Jim Pattison from Pattison Group, and that's a Canadian billionaire. Who would have thought? A billionaire owning a Dassault 7X. Hey Kees, goedemorgen. Cheyenne, goedemorgen. Me, myself, good morning. MK, goedemorgen, good morning. Krista, good morning. Welcome one and all. This Dreamliner is from January 2015. Making it 11 years old. Adam, good morning. Ewald, I think I already said hi to you. If not, good morning. Give us the money. This is a bank robbery. Deflex. Why don't we do inventory on the cargo apron and see what is positioned over there? The MPS, still there. Yesterday we learned that it is expected to leave again later today, 5:30 p.m. or so. Chinese triples. What's this? Not exactly sure what that is. Cathay 7478, presumably. Banana, Qatar, and I always forget the name. That's what you get when they don't come by that regularly in the streams anymore. What was it again? Come on. It's at the tip of my tongue. Anyway. Shadow of the day, good morning. Tuning in from the Philippines, good afternoon to you then. Peter, goedemorgen. Good morning. Next airplane to be arriving is still flying base. I wonder, well, it's probably somewhere behind the trees, plural, over there. Turkish A330 flying base. Oh, is that the Suriname A340? I was thinking it, but I thought, nah, that's parked on the other side along the A4 highway, so I'm not going to say that out loud, but it did. Okay, well, yeah. Suparna, of course, Suparna. Thanks, Robin. Alex, good morning. Thomas, good morning. Welcome to the show, everybody. Now, where is Turkish? I think I see it. Yeah, there it is. So this is Turkish Airlines flight 1951, turning final onto the glide slope, arriving from Istanbul, Turkey. Usually 3 hours underway. The flight time for this flight today, right now, is 3 hours and 4 minutes. So that is a nominal flight duration. The gear is still up, but extending. Gra, 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 gra. Not sure if you guys are able to... Oh, Russell and his cronies were sitting in a tree. Making sound, saying hi to the viewers at home. John, good morning, welcome back. Ron, goedemorgen. Ah, Sander, goedemorgen. Sander Bram is a reference to Abraham. Here in the Netherlands, we say that people see Abraham if they're a male and turn 50. They see Sarah if they're a woman turning 50. So Sander has renamed himself due to the fact that he turned 50. That's a decade from now. He turned 50 a week ago exactly, isn't it? That's a week ago. First week of being 50 down. 51 more to go before turning 51. Hey! 3 wide bodies are now on the glide slope. Not sure if we are able to see number 3 already. I think the building is hiding it from view. LATAM Airways is the 3rd. We are getting 4 consecutive wide bodies. 777 from KLM is also approaching. Well, and there's more. There are more wide bodies coming. Not immediately right after the first 3. No, 4. But there are more wide bodies coming. Scuderia René, happy Sunday. 1180, guten Morgen, herzlich willkommen. Oh dear. Peter feels old now at 53. Well, if you know how old all the others are, you're still young. Michael, good morning. Saw your recipe for mud cake in the community section. Thanks for that, mate. It will need some converting to us metric people. Cups are volumetric, so a cup of one thing does not weigh the same as a cup of another. And I don't think we have sticks of butter here in the Netherlands. At least not in the Netherlands. Maybe abroad they do. We only have bricks, half kilo bricks and kilo bricks. Sander, apologies. 60, watch it, buddy, I know where you are. Me and my blabbermouth. Oh, apologies, mate. You're not a day older than 50 and a week. Rob Lerb, good morning, mate. Welcome back. Happy Sunday. John McKenzie, good morning or good afternoon to you, I should say. Yillis, goedemorgen. Yillis asked a question in one of the comments. I thought it was best to address it when you were in the stream so that I don't have to type an entire story. You wanted to know how to become a member. There's a join button either on the channel homepage or maybe even under each video where it says join. If you click on it, you can become a member. It will require a credit card, so not everybody has that. If you don't, then it's probably problematic to become a member. I think under every video and on website, the homepage of channels, YouTube channels, there is a join button, and you can click on it, and it will take you through the menu to become a member. Hey Marissa, goedemorgen. Good to see you again. Hope all is well. So good and rich and chocolatey. I'd have to convert it. I'd have to ask AI if they could convert the recipe to grams for me, but don't you worry, I'll definitely give it a go one day. Baking is one of the things I like doing. Making desserts, baking sweet stuff. You have to be very precise. Maybe that's why I like it. Also because I'm a sweet tooth. I'll definitely give that recipe a go one day. And when I do, I'll make sure to make a picture of it and share it in the community section or via Instagram, send it to you, don't you worry. Manzi was also able to join via PayPal. Well, I'm pretty sure not everybody has PayPal. I also didn't have it until I started the channel. But yeah, it is possible. Ron, goedemorgen. And welcome to the show, everybody else. Let M Airways up next. Airlines, I keep saying airways, it's airlines. Flight 8078 arriving from Sao Paulo, 10 hours and 30 minutes on the way. This was a mid-sized 7879 Dreamliner, 8 years old. Charlie Bravo Golf Tango. Joop, goedemorgen. Dennis, goedemorgen. Well, Wolfgang, I'm not sure if AI will screw up a conversion from imperial weights to metric weights. I'm pretty sure that is something that AI can still handle. Next up, KLM flight 736 arriving from Willemstad, Curaçao. That's a 777-300. 8 hours and 58 minutes on the way. The PHBVR Bravo Victor Romeo. 9 years old, first flight made 2016. Hey, Gary in Amsterdam is also back. Good morning, Gary. Hey, Bart. Goedemorgen. Mr. V1 Aviation Bart has also arrived on the scene. Jappie, morgen. Jesus, it's pretty windy here. Windy and pretty chilly. Meter says 11 knots of wind. I don't buy it. It must be more by now. It must be more than that. Henrik Roberto, ciao ragazzi, good morning. Celebrating 24 months of membership. Thank you so much for the ongoing support, guys. Hope everything in the lounge is still to your satisfaction. If it isn't, do let me know what needs to be improved and I'll get on it to see what I can do to make things better for you and the other members. 2 years, blue badge, congratulations. Thank you both so much, Henrik and Roberto. Always nice to have you guys in the chat, and I hope you guys will keep coming back for a long time to come. If not in the lounge as a member, then at least as regular frequent visitors. I think this is Snoop Ducky Duck. Hey Jordi, goedemorgen. Ero Luco, good morning. Ilgin, good morning. Goodies in the background. Next airplane arriving should be Delta Airlines flight 74. And are we able to find it already? It's now over Noordwijk. If we have pristine visibility, ordinarily we ought to be able to see it somewhere in the distance. Not too sure if the clouds are going to be in the way though. They are not very high, the clouds over here. Nah. So, MPS still here. Expected to leave later in the day. John Dutch Canadian, good morning mate. Welcome back. Hope all is well. Rider of Doom, good morning. And Frans, goedemorgen. Frans de Kok is celebrating 12 months of membership. And he writes in Dutch, altijd fijn om hier weer te zijn, which is Dutch for it's always nice to be here again. Thumbs up, or no? Chef's, no. What would you describe that emoji? That's not a thumbs up, it's not a chef's kiss, or is it? No, it's not a chef's kiss. Anyway, Frans, thank you so much for your ongoing support. 12 months of membership, that means you now have a green badge for a year. Greenpeace is happy, so too am I, and I hope you are too. If anything is not to your satisfaction in the lounge, do let me know what needs to be improved and let me see what I can do to make things better for you and the other members. Gefeliciteerd Frans, thank you so much for your ongoing support, congratulations. It's sublime. It's perfect. Okay. Spotter, good morning. Jas, goedemorgen. Jeff, goedemorgen. Good morning. A330s coming in. And after that, it's back to narrow bodies. Quite a few of them are coming in via the east. From the west, not that much right now. It's an easy start of the day. After Delta Airlines Flight 74, we are also going to get KLM Flight 676. That's also an A330. First up, Delta Airlines Flight 74, arriving from Atlanta, Georgia. The gear is already out. It's an A330-300. 8 hours, 6 minutes on the way to get here. The November 826 November Whiskey. It's 10 years old. First flight was in January 2016. Hey Danny, goedemorgen kerel. Good to see you again, mate. Moenelmo, goedemorgen. Zonovergoten, zonnige zondag. Zonneschijn en zonnestralen. I don't know where you are at, but over here it's not sunny with sun rays and sunshine. Things over here are getting more cloudy pretty rapidly. But it should stay dry here, at least today. Guess that counts as something. Next airplane after Delta is KLM, also an A330, an A330-200, arriving from Edmonton. That is over there right now. Okay. Looked like the wind was keeping the airplane's main gear up a little longer than the pilots originally anticipated. Airplane did come down nicely though. Good morning, Mike. Adi, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, everybody else. Al Mustafa, good morning. Hope everybody is doing well. Happy Sunday to you all. If you guys are enjoying the show, don't forget to leave a like if you want to help this channel reach a wider audience in the future. KLM flight 677, KLM flight 676 is approaching next from Edmonton in Canada. 8 hours and 14 minutes on the way. A330-200, it's the PHAOC. You pronounce that as FWOC, as in what the FWOC is going on with the weather here. Where's all the sunshine? It's a 20-year-old airplane, FWOC. First flight October 2005. What the FWOC? Russell Crowe doing a cameo. Thank you. Little tippy-toey, but a nice wheelie. Bam. Kablamo. JOD, Phil, Nico, goedemorgen, good morning, happy Sunday. Davey says sunny in Belgium. What? Savor the moment, mate. I think the clouds forming here are coming your way. Enjoy it while you still can. Next up is BA. BA flight 430 arriving from London Heathrow. A320. And EasyJet next after that. EasyJet with an A320neo. Aero Luco is asking about the temperature. Have a look in the meter, mate. Meter in the ticker. It shows you the weather. It comes by right now. The report is from 7:25 Zulu time, that's 9:25, so I'll update it in a moment. Half an hour ago it was 13 degrees Celsius, but the wind was blowing with 11 knots from 0 to 0 degrees. The wind direction variable between 330 degrees and 040 degrees. Visibility 9999, but few clouds at 1700 feet and an air pressure of 1016 hectopascals. "13 degrees, but with the wind and not always the sun being out, it feels much colder." This is the group. Golf Echo. Uniform Papa. No go around today from BA. At least not from this slide, but there will be more. Chris Koet. Doing what he should. He's over there. Robert, goedemorgen. And welcome to the show, everybody else who may have joined. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. We are here at Kaagbaan. Runway 06, primary runway for arrivals right now. The only runway for arrivals. This is what things look like to the north, to the east, to the south, and lastly to the west. Next arrival is over there. EasyJet coming this way. You might be wondering what else is coming this way. Not much. It's not like Thursdays where you have shitloads of 747s. There are a few underway. The first one is going to arrive right now. Its ETA is at 1:26. Cargolux arriving from Nairobi. No, from Miami. Around the same time, 1:29, the Emirates is expected. That probably is going to land on the Aalsmeerbaan, runway 36 right, because that will be open as secondary runway for arrivals between 1 and 2 o'clock. Jesus! It's not visiting the Netherlands, it's going to Barcelona, where it is much sunnier probably. From Glasgow. More is underway, Atlas 216. I'll probably wrap up after Cargolux and Emirates will have landed. There are more 747s on the way, so if you tune in at well, there's bound to be somebody streaming later today. Very saturated these days. You can watch Schiphol 24/7 almost. I'm pretty sure that in the afternoon streams you will see these 747s. Ibiza Mark, good morning. Maxime, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, everybody. Andreas, good morning. Andreas is tuning in from South Africa. Oh, do I still have my Bluetooth on? I wasn't hearing anything. Did the sound effect work? Glasgow or Glasgow? Are they working, the sound effects? Think I still have Bluetooth on and my earplugs are still connected. Ordinarily, if I press on sound effects buttons, you'll hear them here as well, so that I know they work. Sound effects work? Right. Well, in that case, I'll just have to get the Bluetooth, disable the Bluetooth. All right. Let's do that quickly. Yeah, Bluetooth was still on. Let's see. Does it work? Let's reboot. Cool. That should be working again. right. Good morning, Mark. Mark says your voice is not loud enough. Pretty sure it is. Pretty sure it is. It should be balanced. Weasel, good morning. And Stimpy Slammers, congratulations and good morning. Enjoy the nice sunny weather. Stimpy Slammer also somewhere where the sun is shining more abundantly than here at Schiphol. Over here, it is, well, I haven't been in full sunshine since the stream began. We do have more openness now north of me. Also a band of clouds, a cloud street. Directly over me, a bit more to the east. Yeah, it's not that great. Stimpy Slammer, 8 months of membership. Enjoy the nice sunny weather. Thank you so much for your support, mate. If the sun is out where you are at, definitely make sure to enjoy it while you still can. It should get more cloudy. And as of tomorrow, also more rainy here in the Netherlands. Hopeful is going to be not that bad. Anyway, thank you so much for the support, Stimpy Slammer. I hope the 8 months of membership have been to your liking. If anything is amiss in the lounge, do let me know what needs to be improved and I'll get on it. Mary Naomi, goedemorgen. Robert, I already said hi to. Maxime asks, how was the party yesterday? Well, did some washing, did the laundry. Yeah, very exciting. An adult household party. Zmert, good morning. Ryan, good morning. Marcel, good morning. René, goedemorgen. Beerta is where the sun is still at. I'm jealous. Berg op Zoom, full blue sky. Jesus, everybody is having sunshine except us here at Schiphol. Quite windy and chilly in the north, although the sun is shining, says Danny. Same here, pretty windy, pretty chilly. Croatia Airlines up next, flight 450, arriving from Zagreb. That's an 8220-300. They once began live as Bombardier C Series. No sunshine in New Zealand either. And the geared turbofan whistles. There's an A319 up next from Lufthansa, arriving from Frankfurt. Tarom next after that, flight 361. KM Malta is also coming in. More Lufty arriving from Munich. KLM arriving from Prague. And then the next widebody arriving from the east is going to be El Al arriving from Tel Aviv. More widebodies are approaching from the west, and they'll probably be here a bit before the El Al will. KLM flight 644, 777, 200, arriving from New York. KLM flight 668, arriving from Austin in Texas. It's all good. More is underway. Remy, goedemorgen, good morning. Majort, good morning, goedemorgen. So yeah, where's the sun? Give us the sun, give us some warmth, and stop with the bloody wind. Let's see, Lufthansa should be on final. Or we have to find it. Oh yeah. There we go. Ah, I hear a helicopter. It's a bit closer by already. Going back to Schiphol Oost. Please, helicopter by the looks of it. Or is that a lifeliner? No, that's a lifeliner. Air ambulance. Ooh, little doggo, have a look. Lufthansa Flight 988 arrival from Frankfurt, up next. Bart says that after Tarom they're already opening 36 Center for inbound. Already? It's 10:17. It's getting earlier by the day. If that's going to come true, that means that El Al is going to go to 36 right. Here we have Lufthansa Flight 988 arrival from Frankfurt. It's an A319. Flight time has been 46 minutes. Debbie. Not Debbie, but Debbie. Delta Alpha India Bravo Echo. 15-year-old airplane. First flight November 2010. Hey Karsten, good morning. Henk, goedemorgen. Inimini, goedemorgen. So 36 right, I always have to think, is going to be opened pretty soon then. That's a bummer. Oh, always going to the Kaagbaan? Okay. Yay! Are you trolling us, Bart? Are you trolling us? What? Yeah. They switched it back. They are trolling us. ATC is trolling us. Yeah. You bastards! Wait till we get you! You bastards! I know you can see us! Next time we need to get it with pitchforks and with torches. We need to go to ATC. Tell them. Indeed. Bastards. ATC bastards. Anyway, this is Tarom arriving from Bucharest, flight 361, 737-800. Let's see, the KLM triple arrival from New York should be turning downwind over Zandvoort, and ordinarily that should be within visual range. So while I'm trying to follow Tarom, I'm also looking to the right to see if I'm able to catch the KLM. Not yet, but it's pretty blue out there, pretty open. You think? Well, you'd think I'd be able to see it. Hey Frank, good morning. Good to see you again, mate. Andy, good morning. Take off, good morning. Marchola, goedemorgen. Good morning, one and all. Now, somewhere over there should be a blue KLM from New York having turned right and flying downwind. Not able to find it yet. But I have found a Kestrel. Another one. Is that Fidel or is that Raul? Hard to see. It's getting chilly and I think my hands are getting cold despite using the fingerless gloves. So I think I might have to resort to getting out the heated gloves. Which luckily I also still have with me. And all the winter equipment with me, because here at Schiphol you never know when you might need them. Let's see, our next airplane coming in is KM Malta, flight 394, arrival from Malta. John, good morning. Finlay, goedemorgen. Rinus, goedemorgen. Good morning. Yvette, goedemorgen. That's one battery in the heated gloves. Monzi thinks it is funny when you get cold hands easily. If you come to the Netherlands, I can also toughen you up a little bit if that's your honest opinion. Maybe you haven't heard of Renault's phenomenon. People who get cold hands really quickly. Pretty sure that's what I also have. If you want me to film and continue filming without stiff hands, then I will have to keep them warm. Lufthansa up next, flight 2302, arrival from Munich, A320. 1 hour and 8 minutes on the way. Daewoo, Delta Alpha India, Uniform Hotel. 11 years old, first flight July 2014. Next after that, KLM flight 644, 777, 200 arrival from New York, JFK. Come here anyway. Who knows, maybe one day, Monzi. Who knows? So we are going to get El Al here still, and after that they are going to open up the wrong runway already. That's a pity. Hey, Han, goedemorgen. Van Basler, good morning. Mermelnator, good morning. Next up is going to be KLM flight 644. Arriving from New York, JFK, 777-200, 6 hours and 30 minutes on the way. It's the Papa Hotel, Bravo Quebec, Papa. 19 years old, first flight April 2007. It's pretty flat over here, Monzie. Not much to see. Grasslands, rainy weather most of the year. Pretty sure Canada has much prettier nature. If I were living abroad and were considering coming to the Netherlands, I would definitely, or coming to Europe, I would definitely not have the Netherlands on the top of my list, unless you want to smoke weed in Amsterdam, obviously, but for nature and whatnot, there are plenty other countries that are more interesting than the Netherlands. For those of you who joined just now, welcome to the show. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. This is KLM Flight 668, arriving from Austin in Texas. It's a 7879 Dreamliner, 8 hours and 38 minutes underway. The Papa Hotel, Bravo Hotel Papa. Reverse that registration and it still reads the same. It's a 7-year-old airplane. Its first flight was in August 2018. It's the people who make your country beautiful. You haven't met a lot of Dutchies then, have you? Bunch of grumpy people, myself included. Anyway. Ari says, speak for yourself. Case in point. Case in point. See, this is why ATC hates you. Yeah, haters gonna hate. Well, if they hate me, I hate them too. ATC, bunch of spoil sports. Hey there, Alan. What is up, mate? Good to see ya. Martijn asks if this is the Polderbaan spot. It isn't, mate. It isn't. This is the Kaagbaan. Runway 0624. Spaffman, good morning. From Sean, Claudia, Annabelle, Joshua, and Jonah Rainers. Tuning in from Johannesburg in South Africa. I sometimes really wonder if you guys aren't just saying that you're from Johannesburg or from South Africa just because you want to hear the sound effect. But that's okay. Do we also have people watching from Ecuador by any chance? Hey Marcus, goedemorgen. Good to see you again, mate. Mr. F, goedemorgen, good morning. If you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to say hi. It isn't mandatory to say hi. You can also stay quiet and just watch. But feel free to interact, say hi, where you're from. It's always appreciated. And if you have any questions, do feel free to ask. Don't let the number of people watching deter you from asking questions, particularly if you may be new to the channel. They don't bite, it's a friendly lot. We don't take ourselves in life too seriously. So feel free to ask any questions you may be having. Don't forget, if you guys are enjoying the show, to leave a like. It really helps to bring in more people in the future and helps this channel grow a wider audience of people who like to have fun together. Next up, KLM flight 1002, arriving from London Heathrow. London? Yes, London.
You know, fish, chips, cup of tea, bad food, worse weather, Mary fucking Poppins, London.
A321neo. Transavia, arriving from Pisa. Next after that. And after that, El Al with their Dreamliner. Good morning, Master Renderer and Kevo. Good morning. Kevo is watching in London, yeah. Too bad I already played the sound effect for this airplane. Alexander is tuning in from Johannesburg in South Africa. But he has been doing that consistently for years now. From him, I'm buying it. Good morning, Eddie. And good morning, Stefan Tudor, who just now came in with a bang, gifting 5 memberships. Stefan, mate, you really didn't have to do that. Thank you so much for your generosity. The first gifted memberships of the show. Stefan Tudor, going ahead. Welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, to the 5 new members. Don't forget to say thank you to Stefan if you are one of the recipients of a gifted membership. Have fun with the custom emojis that you now will have at your disposal for the entirety of a month. Stefan, thank you so much for your generosity. Good morning, mate. You really didn't have to gift memberships. I hope that everybody who just received a gifted membership will say or have said thank you. Transavia arriving from Pisa. 737-800. Next up, El Al. Erik, goedemorgen. Silje, goedemorgen. Good morning. Matthijs, goedemorgen. Freddy Dutch, goedemorgen. TV Rosen, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, everybody. Happy Sunday. It's International Mother's Day, isn't it? Happy Mother's Day to all mothers in the chat. Wolfgang is from Ecuador, by the way. Is that so, mate? People are tuning in from all over the world. But I'm not buying that, Wolfgang. Pretty sure you are Austrian. What was it again? Sydney or Melbourne? I forgot. Eindspatting, good morning, Zikazar. Wat zeg je? Heb ik wat bij me? Muntgeld! Ooh, careful with the jokes there, mate. Adri says hi from Greenland. Damn, no sound effect. Jeff is from Ecuador and so is his wife. Peter, goedemorgen. Tuning in from... Right. You want it? You got it. Ita up next. Ita, flight 120 arriving from Milan. It's an A320neo. Yo Willem, goedemorgen. Bowie de Pauwie, goedemorgen. Claport, good morning. Claport asks if you can still spot from P3. You can. P3 has always been accessible for spotters, just not for live streamers, at least not me. But if you want to go there as a private person, not a commercial entity, and you want to take pictures there or to shoot some footage for private use, it is still allowed. Don't be afraid to go over there. Ita, flight 120 arriving from Milan, A320neo. The backdrop does look nice, doesn't it? With the clouds. And even in the bleak sunshine, that blue pops. Looks gorgeous. In my humble opinion, it does look better than KLM blue. Good morning, Horzo. Tomorrow never know. Good morning. And also still a massive big thanks to Stefan Tudor. Reached his weight from 2010, lost 10 kgs since January 1st. Congratulations, Stefan. That is a nice feat, 16 kilograms in almost 16 weeks probably. Just a few more. Job well done, mate. You didn't have to use a super chat though to do that, but thank you so much and congratulations. I really got tired of dieting, so I took a break after Lisa's birthday, which will be at the beginning of next month. I will probably hop on again on the diet. I also had some dinner obligations, and it's not the best combination, going out for dinner and being on a diet. But congratulations, Stefan, that's a good feat. Hope it's mostly fat. Trouble of losing weight is that in a lot of instances people also lose muscle mass. That's why ideally, if you want to lose fat and do it the right way, you also have to combine it with strength training. That way, when you are in a calorie deficit, you will give your body the signal that the muscle is still needed and isn't supposed to be broken off. If you are picking up on a sound that resembles a GE90 starting, it may be because Qatar has been pushed back and is going to be leaving soon. United Airlines landed just now. Delta is arriving pretty soon. Air Arabia Morocco will be landing here first. Flight 127 arriving from Tangier. That's in Morocco, which is in the north of Africa. Still 12 to go. I'm eating proteins. At least that's going to help in conserving your muscle mass. Hope it's going to continue dropping off as easily as the first 16 kgs have done for you, Stefan. Air Arabia Morocco up next. Let me see if I can also update the meter in the ticker. Gurdeep, goedemorgen, good morning. Welcome to the show, everybody. Converging arrivals have begun. Runway 36 has opened up. 36 right. A little early. It often happens at 10:40 these days. It used to be from 11 until 11:40. More often lately, it has become from 10:40 until 11:40, a full hour of converging arrivals. Means that everything arriving from the east in the upcoming hour is going to be landing on 36 right, and everything arriving from the west should be going to this runway. I've updated the meter in the ticker. It's from 8:25 Zulu time, that's from 20 minutes ago. Still 11 knots of wind, 030 the direction, the main direction, but the wind is variable between 360 and 070 degrees. This is Delta Airlines flight 162, arriving from Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's an A330neo. 7 hours and 35 minutes on the way. Float, float, float. Boom. Butter machines. Despite the wind. Buttery landing. Not sure if the reversers are applied there. If they were, it was a full bingo card landing. Stefan forgot to greet the mods and me. Hello. Well, hello to you too, Stefan. Oh, you here? Thanks for the super chat, mate. You really didn't have to do that. You know that. Qatar Triple, it will be crossing the runway at some point. Means we'll have to prepare some music when that is going to happen. There's a Chinese Triple, unfortunately going to the wrong runway, has turned final for 36 right. There's a busiest coming this way, which I'm also going to catch. Jung Sky, arriving from Milan. That's a Cessna Citation CJ2. Registered in Croatia. 9 Alpha Juliet Sierra Delta. Interesting. Right. There it is, the Cessna Citation CJ2. Age NA. You didn't ask a Cessna Citation her name? Her age? Hey, Duns, good morning. Andy asks, where's Daisy Duck? Let me see. Oh, hey, check it out. Between the lads, if you guys could step a little to the side, a little bit that way. there were, oh no, never mind. The coots and the baby coots, but they're too far. So that's ducks, but over here there are coots. Baby coots, they're closer by here. The ducks are over there, ducks and ducklings. There's Daisy Duck. But I wish I could pick up the camera and walk a little bit that way, because there they are. You can just about see them just above the line of the chair. Baby coots. Few lovely biz jets. Young Air. Young Sky. And that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. It's young, not old. just about visible baby coots. Hopefully they'll swim this way. So baby coots, baby ducks, and a triple over there. Now there are wide bodies coming this way. Wide bodies are coming this way, so let me turn around. Here we go. This is Air Canada flight 808. Arriving from Toronto in Canada, A330-300. And let me not forget to thank avgeeks, who just now went ahead and gifted 5 memberships. Vielen Dank, avgeeks, für deine Unterstützung. Thank you so much for the support and congratulations to the new members. Don't forget to say thank you or dankeschön if you are one of the recipients. A warm welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge to the 5 new members who just received a membership from avgeeks. Thank you so much, avgeeks. And a warm welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge once again. Now, is Air Canada or is Qatar going? It is. Yeah, it's the chair is right in front of it, and so too is the grass. No, not your chair, Bart. No, but it's okay. It's okay. They need to come this way first. The baby coots. We can see them, but I'm standing a bit higher than my camera is positioned on the tripod. This is KLM flight 598, by the way. Is arriving from Cape Town, and that is in south. Oh, that's what you get when you have gloves on. Fat fingers pressing on 2 sound effects simultaneously. The first ETA we were lucky to see here on the Kaagbaan. The second ETA is going to the wrong runway. It's going to be next to land there. Now let's see if we can keep track of it. Keep the speed, keep the speed, keep the speed. Not too quickly. And there we are going to lose it. So baby duckies and baby coots have been sighted. Good morning, rally team. Good morning, Forever in Blue Jeans. Forever in Blue Jeans is watching in Worcester in the UK, which is about 2,100 kilometers from the continent of Africa and 9,300 kilometers from Ecuador. But you are closer to London.
You know, fish, chips, cup of tea, bad food, worse weather, Mary fucking Poppins, London.
If you're in Worcester. Good morning, Jedi Plumber, who's tuning in from cloudy Gatwick. Good morning, user who is tuning in from sunny Newcastle. Marcus, I don't have gloves on, I have heated gloves on actually. Tina, goedemorgen. Not even saw you there until just now. Hope all is well. Next up, KLM flight 749. That's arriving from Cartagena. That's in Colombia, right next to. Good morning, Domislova, and good morning, Lorenzo. This is a 787-10 Dreamliner. 9 hours and 36 minutes on the way. The Papa Hotel Bravo Kilo Kilo. 5 years old. First flight December 2020. Hey Bas, goedemorgen. Not a biz yet, but it's going to the runway. Duxton. Let's see. That's FAI Rent-A-Jet. Arriving from Caracas. What? A Bombardier Global 6000? Well, how about renting a Dassault? Oh no, a Bombardier Global 6000. How much would that cost me? To fly from Caracas? 9 hours and 24 minutes to get here. Martin, good morning. FAI Rent-A-Jet. German registration, Delta Alpha X-Ray Tango Mike. 13 years old, hailing from 2013. Iberia landing behind me, arriving from Madrid. And Corendon World to fly with the A350 next after that. I'm afraid you may be right, Maxime. Who says that I need more viewers to rent that jet? Yeah. Oh, whoa. It looks like it's going in for a full landing on 36 right and not do a breakaway. Next up, Corendon World to fly with the A350, the first A350 of the show, flight 5990, arriving from Willemstad, Curaçao. 9 hours and 9 minutes on the way. Good morning, Alex, and good morning, young Yuli. Dan Jones, good morning. Welcome to the show for everybody else who may have joined. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. It's Sunday. We are here at Kaagbaan, runway 06. One of 2 runways in use for arrivals right now. This is Corendon World to fly flight 5990, arriving from Willemstad, Curaçao. What a looker, eh? Well, what have we here? Maxime was already alluding to it. Chinese triple. What's it going to do? What's it going to do? It needs to cross the runway. When is it going to do that? I think the moment is now. The time is now. China cargo. Hey Sven, good morning, and welcome to the show everybody else. MTO, good morning. Rek, good morning. Aviation Launch, good morning. Transavia arriving from Mayon with mayonnaise. Bada bing, bada boom. Good morning, Sean. Right, Turkish. Arriving from Malta? What? Turkish cargo. Yeah, arriving from Malta. Okay. Turkish cargo flight 6412 arriving from Malta, going to 36 right. That's an A330 and 200. I was about to say Neo, but it's a double-chinned A330 200. It's not fat, it's big bone. It's a glandular problem. 2 hours and 49 minutes on the way. The Tango Charlie Juliet Delta Sierra. It's 12 years old, first flight May 2013. I heard mayonnaise are fries being eaten. Yeah, but they are French fries, Lisa, so they're not for you. Nearfy, good morning. Rini, goedemorgen. Good morning to everybody else who has joined. In the meantime, you're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. We are here at Kaagbaan, runway 06. KLM flight 1030 up next, arriving from Chester. It's an Embraer 190 and a 737 from KLM. Next after that, TUI with a flight arriving from Bon Air. Or is it pronounced Boner? If you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to say hi. It is mandatory to say hi, but it is always appreciated when people say hi and where they're from. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask them, despite the number of viewers. It's 11 o'clock. Means we probably still have 40 minutes of converging arrivals ahead of us before anything is changing. This is KLM flight 1404, arrival from Paris, 737-800. After that, TUI with a Dreamliner arrival from Bonaire. That's right there. Carla Lou, good morning. Good morning, Fluxion. Nice cloudy backdrop. It's considerably more windy today than it was yesterday. Cooler too. The birds are here too. They're cool too. Chilly. I should have brought a jacket with me. Standing here with a hoodie, wrong choice. Here I was thinking I wouldn't be needing my winter parka in May, but guess I was wrong. Paul, good morning mate, welcome back, hope all is well. Hope you guys are having more sunshine and more warm weather than we do over here. TUI flight 365 up next, arrival from Bonaire. The Papa Hotel Tango Foxtrot Mike, 11 years old, first flight March 2015. All right, any more airplanes after this, or? Doesn't look like it. I think Cathay Cargo is getting pushed back there. Then he says, today is the last quote-unquote warm day. Whoa. You can see, I'm not exaggerating, the lads are wearing their jackets and both of them have their hoodies on. Bart even has two hoodies over his head. Heated gloves are back on. I'm telling you, it's cooler here than the meter makes it believe. Makes it seem. End of summer indeed, Ari. Eternal autumn here in the Netherlands. Cathay is getting pushed back over there. Cathay Cargo. And we have to wait a few minutes before the next arrivals on Kaagbaan will be here. Looks like the next arrival is going to be KLM flight 1406 flying over The Hague right now. That's a 737. KLM flight 696 is over the Gulf of Yorkshire coming this way. Then he says, so there's a special plane needed to get you warmer. What would get me warmer is a plane dance, actually. But we need 1,000 likes for that. We're at 40% of that, but I guess I have to do jumping jacks behind the camera instead of dances in front of it. Bubble Forever, goedemorgen. Fluxion asks, what is the temperature? You guys are all asking questions that you can find the answer to yourselves quite easily. You want to know the runway number? Have a look in the video description. You want to know what camera I'm using? Have a look in the video description. You want to know the temperature? Have a look in the meter in the ticker. Gethe Queen is coming this way, and are the duckies? No, they're leaving away from us. I was about to say, are they coming towards us? But that's not the case. Unfortunately for us. Dutch Laura, good morning, goedemorgen. John says my like counter is stuck on 87 for some reason. That sometimes happens. If you press the like, then it stops updating. Hey, somebody is going to block our view of the Queen. It's going to be one of those cheeky Chinese triples. Frank says, to get warm, what about a few spoonfuls of sambal? If I had it with me, I'd eat it right away. I had plenty of sambal with my toko food yesterday. That was my treat for having the home all to myself. Lots of sambal through all the stuff I ate yesterday. Really lovely. Well, our visibility of the Queen gets obscured by a cheeky Chinese triple. Ari asks if my pin is also in the video description. It is, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. Robert, goedemorgen. John, good morning. Oops, for science, good morning. And your mom was right when she said always take a jacket with you, Honda. Alrighty. Ivo, good morning. The next arrival for the Kaagbaan is approaching behind us. KLM flight 1406 arriving from Paris, 737-800. 36 minutes underway. Just becoming visible at the horizon. So the A340 is now also parked over there, quite interestingly. Puffs of smoke from the engine starting. And KLM flight 1406 up next. Wolfgang is celebrating. Wolfgang is now a member for 31 months. 5 to go for the sunset. Thanks for your great work, he writes. Thank you so much for the support, Wolfgang. Not just as a long-standing member, but also as a very valued moderator. If either of the two no longer is to your satisfaction, do hit me up. 31 months and counting. That's 2 years and 7 months in the pocket. That's a long time. Thank you so much, Wolfgang, for everything you've been doing to support the channel. Always a pleasure to have you around. Even more so in real life to ski. Looking forward to the next trip. Oh, what's this? Aggressive coot, getting territorial. The Sam XXL, good morning. The cheeky Chinese triple is coming this way already. Skiing, talking about cold, says Ari. Ari obviously never skied before in his life. That's something that people who never have skied always say. I am colder here in the winter at the Polderbaan than I am during a ski trip in the Alps, I will tell you that. Skiing is so much warmer than people think. It's always people who have never been on skiing vacations who say that skiing is cold. Absolutely it isn't. It's colder here in the winter than it is in the Alps. Air China cargo waiting to cross the runway, but it has to wait until KLM flight 1428 has passed. Arriving from Lyon. Lion. French Lion. Lyon. Will it go next? I think it will. It's not going to wait until the A330 from KLM has landed, will it? No. It's begun to move. You should have seen Wolfgang on the day we were skiing. He only had a t-shirt on below his jacket. Same for me. We were still sweating from the exertion. Peter's going to his mom for Mother's Day. Enjoy, mate. Thanks for stopping by. See you on Thursday, hopefully. Right, Queenie is moving, but so too is an A330 arriving from Vancouver. No Toronto, KLM flight 696. Oh, bouncy. Bouncy touchdown there. Another bizjet is approaching on the glide slope to 36 right. VJT VistaJet, arriving from Paris. Lovely. Next airplane landing here on the Kaagbaan is going to be an E2 Embraer arriving from Brussels. After that, it's narrow bodies galore. Embraer 175 arriving from Southampton, 737-700 arriving from Newcastle. Transavia arriving from Ibiza. That's still at a distance. So now the question is, when is the 747 going to be crossing the runway? Doing some jumping jacks here behind the camera. Winter has arrived back in the Netherlands. Queenie is slowly but surely making her way over here. Motorcycle on the highway. Or, yeah, no, pretty sure that's a motorcycle. Is she going? I think she is. No! I was wrong. Jumped the gun there. Queenie is waiting for the Embraer 175 to have landed. Yeah. Adrian says, can you zoom into the cockpit? Maybe they are waving. Well, first of all, I don't think they are going to be waving. Second of all, I think it's going to be just pixels. 400 times digital zoom, pixelated AF. They're not going to wave to us. I'm pretty sure they're not even aware of our presence here. Too soon indeed. Hey Tom, goedemorgen. Her Majesty will have to wait until the KLM flight from Southampton has landed and maybe even the 737 behind it. 737 arriving from Newcastle and this is arriving from Southampton and Embraer 175. Now she's going. Just in time before KLM 954 is going to make a touchdown here. Arrival from Newcastle, 737-700. No carrying cabin in the back by the looks of it. Looks like the next airplane is going to be Transavia arriving from Ibiza, flight 5676. Coming this way. Should be over there somewhere. While it is coming, let's also have a quick look and see where the A380 and the 747 that was also expected to be landing here around the same time are at. So, looking on flight radar right now, we can see that the Emirates A380 is over Croatia. No, it's Bosnia, isn't it? No, that's Serbia. No, that's Bosnia. Bosnia and Herzegovina. ETA 116. The 747 arriving here first, 126. So the A380 has made up some time. Joy, good morning and welcome to the show, everybody else who may have joined. In the meantime, you're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. We are here at a windy Schiphol airport. Runway 06, the Kaagbaan. Primary runway for arrivals. Not the only runway. Until 11:40, 36 right is also open. After that, it should be the Kaagbaan only for another hour and 20 minutes. Until approximately 1 o'clock. Emirates A380 expected here around 1:15. That's arriving from the east at a time. It will be arriving here at the time that two runways are going to be open. So I am afraid that the A380 is going to be landing on 36 right. Yesterday we got lucky. It did have an ETA after 1 o'clock initially, but it made up quite a bit of time. I don't see that happening today, but you never know. The 747 arriving from Miami should be landing here. Arriving from the west. Me myself is asking if the wind is picking up. Well, it isn't slowing down, I can tell you for sure. Not sure if the meter is indicating an increase in wind speed, but I certainly am not feeling a decrease yet. Transavia flight 5676 is arriving from Ibiza. It's a 737-800. The airplane behind it is also a KLM 737-800, arriving from Edinburgh. Indigo Dreamliner has turned on to the glide slope to 36 right, arriving from Mumbai in India. Chris Good is still over here doing wishy-washy. Now there were some baby coots spotted a bit further in the side canal, but it looks like they didn't swim this way. I haven't seen them since. They haven't gotten any closer. There were also some ducklings further up the stream. This is KLM flight 924 arriving from Scotland, from Ellen.
Bruh.
Indigo is coming as well. Are we going to make it? Filming this and then. Yeah, I think we can film this landing and then turn back, turn further. Watch the last bit of Indigo. Here we have Indigo operated by Norse, and it's also Norse today. From Mumbai in India. (7879) Dreamliner. Flight time has been 9 hours and 32 minutes. Alrighty. KLM flight 1174 arriving from Stavanger, Embraer 175, 1 hour and 14 minutes on the way. The Papa Hotel Alpha Echo X-Ray November, EXN. 9 years old, first flight May 2017. It's calming down here. Lots of traffic still coming in from the east. That's all going to the Aalsmeerbaan 36 right. Last inbound rush. In the meantime, everything to the Kaagbaan is slowing down a little bit. I do see Delta Airlines. Flight 136 arriving from Detroit over the Gulf of Yorkshire, approaching the Netherlands. And that is an A350, that is nice. That's going to be the second A350 of the show. Now, if you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to say hi. It isn't mandatory to say hi, but it is always appreciated when people say where they are from, who they are. Also, if you are having any questions, don't be afraid to ask them. Don't let the number of viewers detract you from asking any questions. It's a friendly bunch, and together we know a lot. Also, if you're enjoying the show, don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. It will help immensely to bring in more people in the future and help the channel grow. The next airplane arriving is an Embraer 190 arriving from Luxembourg. Not able to see it just yet. The lads are over there. Hoodies over their heads as well. Harry Heron, he's here too. saying hi, screeching. William, tuning in from Tennessee, USA. Good morning. Oh, it's his cousin who was doing the screeching. Is that Snoop Duck? Is that Snoop Ducky Duck, the tufted duck? I think it is. Yep, that's Snoop Ducky Duck. Peter K, goedemorgen. Quality Auto Search, good morning. Lynn, good morning. Lynn Mack is tuning in from Scotland, sunny East Coast, first time watching. Nice of you to say hi, Lynn. Welcome to the channel. Hope you'll enjoy it here. Sunny East Coast, I'm jealous. Over here the sun is shining, but not as abundantly as it did yesterday. Yesterday it was KVK all throughout the day. Now it's much more cloudy. Looking to the north, things look like so. You can also see cloud streets, linear cloud formations in line with the wind. The wind is coming from there. That's the north, more or less. This is looking land inward to the east. Looking to the south, where it was open before, now also clouds have appeared. Lastly, looking to the west, things look like so. Kitty Bell is tuning in from Antwerpen. Goedemorgen. Southerly neighbor. Russell Crowe is over there. Matt, goedemorgen. Eversteria, good to see you again, mate. Hope all is well. Oh, for a moment I thought he was going to attack Chris Coot, who was doing wishy-washy over here. Now, there is a coot, and I wonder if that's one of the parents of the little cootlings that we saw earlier in the show. It's over there that we saw baby coots and also baby duckies. The baby duckies and their parents were further upstream. Right now, oh, that's the autofocus. No, not seeing them. The next arrival over here has gotten closer by, so let's film it for a moment. German Airways flying on behalf of KLM, arriving from Luxembourg, if you can still follow. Most confusing airplane, DASFA. That's its registration, DASFA. Hey, good morning, Jendersek. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. And that's Snoop Ducky. Snoop Ducky Duck. Snoop Duck. And touchdown. Beautiful. Now, Gary Grebe is also here. Gary Grebe, the mother ducker. And in case you're wondering why are they called mother duckers, it's because what they do best, whenever there's a camera in sight, it's like they have a sixth sense. They immediately dive under. Alrighty. Hey Stephen, good morning, mate. Hope all is well. Happy Sunday to you and yours. Chris Coot, doing morning cardio. This is KLM Flight 972, arriving from Humberside. Arjan, goedemorgen kerel. Good to see you again. Hope all is well. And user asks if the birds have their own ATC channel. Not that I know of, but you'd have to look on liveatc.net to see if there is a bird channel over there. I'm not aware of there being one, but could well be. Cafe departing on the Polderbaan. Thanks for that sub, guys. Cathay Cargo 747 taking off via the Polderbaan. Ooh, starting to shiver. It's not the hands that are cold, it's now also the arms and the upper body. That's not good. Not good for camera accuracy, at least. John says they don't need ATC, they rely on packing order. Keep them coming, keep them coming. Have a look. Second A350 of the show, Delta Airlines Flight 136, arriving from Detroit, Michigan. Having turned final, gear is still up. That's going to change soon. Gear is extending as we speak. The hatches open up. Gear comes out. And the hatches should close again. Yep. Hey, GE90 is being started behind me. Another Chinese triple leaving. Dick, goedemorgen. Delta Airlines Flight 136 arriving from Detroit, Michigan. Second A350 of the show. Flight time has been 6 hours and 54 minutes. The November 511 Delta November. 7 years old. First flight May 2018. Andy Amoka, good morning and thank you for the kind words. Another great stream, boy. Thank you so much, mate. Do the best I can. If you guys are enjoying the show, don't forget to leave a like if you want to help this channel grow. The blimp is pointing in the direction of the main platform area, so you probably should be hearing the GE90s quite well. Hey Michel, goedemorgen. Davey says German registration, the DUCK. Indeed, the Delta Uniform Charlie Kilo. And Frank says ducks get a quack code instead of a squawk code. Alright, keep them coming, guys, keep them coming. More of that, please. Miss Magic Memories, goedemorgen. A little wobbly. Bit floaty, bit tippy-toey. But a good landing in the end. Supporter is also getting pushed back, so that's 2 triples leaving pretty soon. Steven says ducks like soup and quackers. And indeed, Jadrusek, on board of a duck flight, you are welcome with a quack beer. That's only a pun in Dutch. Quack is Dutch for quack. It's what we say when we describe what ducks say. We don't say quack, we say quack. Of course, it's also a well-known Belgian beer. Triple Exodus upon us. Cue the music. Next arrival for the Kaagbaan is KLM flight 604, arrival from LAX. Still flying towards the glide slope. Trying to spot it visually, but I'm not seeing it just yet. I think the clouds might actually be in the way a little. Looks like the first triple is already coming this way. Oh, you're going back to Austria? Ah, okay. Have a good flight, and if you're ever in the vicinity, see you again. Have fun, bye bye. Heren, een hele fijne dag nog. Gaan jullie relocaten? Takeoffs, oké. Have fun. Mazzel jongens, hoi hoi. Bart and Kevin are also leaving. Everybody is leaving. Everybody is leaving me alone here. Ooh, no time to waste. Gotta move with haste. Supporter still there. Hey Nielsel, goedemorgen, good morning. En Henk, goedemorgen, good morning. Wagner, bom dia, good to see you again, mate. Hope you've been well. Cue the sad violin, everybody is leaving, oh no. KLM flight 604 is coming this way. There it is, arriving from LAX. It's a 787-10. Registered the BKR, the Bravo Kilo Romeo, Papa Hotel Bravo Kilo Romeo. Flight time has been 9 hours and 53 minutes. Brand new airplane, less than a year old. It will turn 1 in August this year. No, motorcycle. Thought for a moment I was hearing something. Probably probably a Harley Davidson or similar type chopper. Now, at first glance, it sounded a little like it might be a helicopter. So, strange visitor over here on the cargo apron. The blue tail that you see over there, that's the A340 from Suriname. The one that came back earlier in the week when we saw it leave with a technical problem. The gear hatches wouldn't close. That prompted it to return to Amsterdam. I think it happened on Thursday, right? Or was it Friday? Don't remember. One of the 2 days. This partner triple is also coming this way. It's coming to go. In the meantime, behind me, KLM flight 1088 is approaching, arriving from Cardiff. That's number 175. Pretty sure that Saparna is not going to cross the runway until the Embraer has landed. There's Daisy and the ducklings. Nice pack. They're packed together. Oh, what you doing, boy? What you doing? That's a triple. Is it going to be crossing before the A320neo? Looks like it's making haste. Yep, it's going to happen, isn't it? Here we go again. Right. Marissa says that the Dows is estimated to depart around 1 o'clock at the moment. Curious if that will happen. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And even the planes are leaving me. Indeed, Maria. It's a sad Sunday. Right, in the meantime, quite a few airplanes are lining up to be landing here next. EasyJet, arriving from Venice, is first, an A320neo. Then an Embraer 175 from KLM arriving from BHD, Belfast in Northern Ireland. After that, 3 consecutive widebodies, a 777-200 arriving from Panama City, and a 777-300 arriving from Lima in Peru. And after that, Delta Airlines had 48 arriving from New York. A320 Neorio. And there's Suparna. Now let's see. About glide slope visibility, still not that great. Still not great. Airplane number 2 is a wide body. There are more behind, but you cannot see them. Ruben, goedemorgen. Irv, goedemorgen. Good morning. Thanks for clarification there, Ruben. It was on a Friday that we saw the return of the A340. Hey Nadia, goedemorgen. Nadia is studying for 2 hours, has been studying for 2 hours and is having a break, watching AMS Live. What are you studying for? An exam, undoubtedly. What subject? Freddie Van is tuning in from Chester, waiting to see the Halifax one arrive as we heard it over our house. Thanks for your channel. You're welcome, Freddie. Nice of you to say hi. If you are new to the channel, don't be afraid to say hi. It isn't mandatory, but it is always appreciated when people say who they are and where they're from. And also, if you possibly have a question, don't be afraid to ask it. Don't let the number of viewers deter you from that. It's a friendly bunch. We don't take ourselves and live too seriously here at AMS Live. If you have a question, feel free to ask. And don't forget to leave a like if you are enjoying the show. If you want to help this channel reach more people in the future, your likes go a long way in doing that. 3 consecutive widebodies up next. KLM flight 758 up next, arriving from Panama City. It is a 777-200 After that, a KLM 777-300 arriving from Lima in Peru. And behind that, there should be a Delta A330. I think, yeah, just about make it out over there. Not the best contrast in the background, but I think visibility itself is not too bad. It's not foggy. It's not raining yet. Naga says, good afternoon, goedemiddag. Triple 7-200. Hope you guys listened what it sounded like. Next is going to be a 300. The 300s and the freighters have different sounds, different engines, a different whir, if you will. Triple 7-300s and freighters sound distinctly different. There's Daisy and the bunch, Daisy and the kids. Here we have a 777-300 KLM flight 744 arriving from Lima in Peru, right next to Ecuador. 11 hours and 12 minutes on the way. It's the Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Uniform BVU. It's an 8-year-old machine. First flight September 2017. howling. More howling. Hey there, Nick. Hey there, Yolanda. Welcome to the show. Happy Sunday to you all. It's pretty windy over here. It's pretty chilly over here. Summer has not even begun and it's over already. This is DHL, a banana leaving. Don't know yet where it's going to. Undoubtedly some of you will have already seen it and know where it's going to. Leipzig? Frankfurt? Madrid? London? Delta Airlines Flight 48 is approaching behind me, so I'm going to turn back. It's an A330, arriving from New York, JFK. Here it is. 6 hours 42 minutes on the way. Now 43. The November 806 November whiskey. 22 years old, first flight February 2004. Vueling next after that, flight 8309 arriving from Barcelona. The landing be? I'd say pretty buttery. Full bingo card landing if you ask me. Reversers, a wheelie, buttery touchdown. I think Snoop Ducky Duck is approving. What did you think of the landing? I think Snoop Ducky Duck is approving. That's a discreet nod of approval. Approvement. My English is failing. I need a small glass of vodka. Bottoms up, ladies and gentlemen. Next airplane to be landing here is Vueling, flight 8309, arriving from Barcelona. It's an A320. Flight time an hour and 15 minutes. No, 50 minutes. It's the ECMEA, 11 years old, first flight December 2014. Maxime says that Snoop has no idea where he is. That is definitely not too far-fetched. And it seems that we've crossed through 600 likes, 60% of an airplane dance done. Thank you all so much for that. Happy to hear you guys are enjoying the show and doing the best I can. And your likes help a great deal to bring in more people in the future. So if you want to help the channel grow, like away if you will. I think, is that a bizjet? Yeah, that's a bizjet. I was about to say I see something appearing over my screen of flight radar from the south. Seemingly coming in for 36 right. It might be that it's going to land on 36 right. It might also do a breakaway landing to runway 04. The small bizjet runway Schiphol Oost, Schiphol Oostbaan. KLM Embraer 190 arriving from Leeds up next. It's quite interesting. Yesterday we had a go around and it was okay all throughout the show. Now it's pretty windy, not a single go around yet. Busiest will be landing on 36 right, okay. Swiss Air Ambulance. Arriving from Biggin Hill. There it is. Swiss Air Ambulance arriving from Biggin Hill, London. 37 minutes on the way. Bombardier Challenger 650. 9 years old. First flight November 2016. And that's where we are going to leave it. DHL preparing for crossing the runway. Question is, are they going to do that right away? Answer is no. They are holding short. First up in E2 Embraer 195, arriving from Berlin. Listen for the whistle, the geared turbofan whistle. You'll hear it. Here we go. Obviously,
the shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-N.
Hey there, Jero. Good to see you again, mate. And thank you, the Markanar, who says that the DHL is bound for Leipzig. So, with 2 runways open, it's going to be leaving via center. Keep me posted when it is lined up and rolling. We should be able to see it quite well from here. WestJet, allegedly the best jet, arriving from Halifax in Canada, Max 8737. Six hours underway. 6 hours and a minute. Next up, EasyJet arriving from Milan, and behind it Delta Airlines flight 144 arriving from Seattle, Washington. That's an A330neo from Delta. Behind it is another KLM 777, KLM flight 682 arriving from Vancouver. WestJet on an eastbound flight. That seems off indeed. EasyJet A319, not a baby bus, but its slightly bigger sibling. Now we know of A318s that they are quite rare. In fact, Air France only has 4 in their fleet still flying, right? How rare are A319s? Are they almost as rare, hardly as rare? We do see A319s quite more often than A318s. Just curious how many of the different A320 family members have been built. A318s, 19s, 20s, 21s. Just curious. Hey, Izzy has returned in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Hope you've had a good day. Welcome back, buddy. And Mehmet is also back in the chat, and Mehmet has begun gifting memberships again. Mate, thank you so much. You really didn't have to do that. A warm welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge to the 5 new members who just received a gifted membership from Mehmet. If you are the recipient of a gifted membership, don't forget to thank the gifter. And have fun with the custom emojis that you will now have at your disposal. If you received a gifted membership and you enjoy it, consider renewing it once it expires, or maybe gifting it to somebody else who might also enjoy a gifted membership. The poll for members about renewing member emoji or not has closed yesterday. The vote is in. You guys are voting in favor of change, so that's what you'll get. If you are a member, head over to the community section and let us know what emoji you want to retire. I'll do a count in 2 weeks from now, and the one or ones with the most votes will retire. Of course, after that, another call for suggestions from you, because I will want to know what you want to replace the retiring emojis with. And that's all. It's all for you. It's all for you to decide. In the meantime, hanky panky, guten Tag, and herzlich willkommen, schönen Sonntag. Another gifted membership by Mehmet. Thank you so much, mate. I see that it is Boeing 777 Nick who was the recipient. Welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, Nick. Don't forget to say thank you to Mehmet. Mehmet, thank you so much, mate. Again, more gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Wolfgang says that according to the internet, Air France A318 are the only ones still in service. Jesus. Makes them really rare. I remember I shot a clip of it the other day. We'll have to make a short of that. That was KLM Flight 682 returning from Vancouver in Canada. 777-300. Maybe we should rename them 777-300 Whirr. What a sound they make when they pass you by, don't they? Hey there, Real Greek. And Mehmet, again, gifting a membership. Thank you so much, Mehmet. That is really sweet. Maurits, the recipient. Welcome to the Sky Lounge, Maurits. Enjoy the membership. Don't forget to say thank you to Mehmet. Harry Planetube, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, everybody else who may have joined in the meantime. This is Delta Airlines Flight 164, arriving from Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's an A330neo. 7 hours and 31 minutes underway. The November 435 Delta X-Ray. Airplane a year old, first flight May 2025. Turned 1 this year. Turned 1 this month. I'm still curious. So even though there are still a few A318s who've been converted flying around, apparently only the ones from Air France still count as passenger, active passenger airplanes. How many A319s, A320s and A321s are currently still flying around the world? Probably significantly more than that. But I'm not too sure about the A319s. In the meantime, the banana just now took off from center to Leipzig. And Jay also gifting a membership. Thank you so much for your generosity, Jay. Jay Ramey gifting a membership to Harry Planetube. Congratulations, Harry, on the receiving a gifted membership. Don't forget to say thanks to Jay and enjoy your custom emojis and the membership, mate. The A319 is far less rare. I thought so. Ooh. KLM Embraer 175, arrival from Billund, flight 1294. Wow, Wolfgang says that at the beginning of the year, 1,200 A319s still in service, so that's a significant difference. And in August 2025, even more. Thanks for looking it up, guys. What a big difference. Now, let me see. Let's see, is this working? Probably need to loosen up the... Just remember that I still have a very warm balaclava that Sander Sake purchased on my behalf via Timu lying around in my bag. It's probably going to be a bit warmer. Martin is going out for a walk. I saw on replay your comment that you tripped yesterday. Be careful, mate. Right. I think that ought to do it. Yeah. Well, I didn't bring a jacket with me. I have heated gloves with me. I have a balaclava with me. Means my neck is now considerably warmer than it was before. That helps a great deal in staying warm. Next airplane arriving is Shamrock Flight 604, arriving from Dublin in Ireland. A321neo. Oh, batteries ran out, but luckily there's plenty more where that came from. Gotta be creative at times, but we are still managing. Shamrock Flight 604 arriving from Dublin, Ireland, an A321neo. After that, KLM Flight 912 arriving from Aberdeen in Scotland. Baklava! Grrr, says Wolfgang. That is yummy, indeed. Right. It is 12:21. That means in 40 minutes the secondary runway is going to open up for arrivals again as well. And if I am not mistaken, the A380 and the 747 from Miami, the first 747 from Miami, should be here within the hour. I'm still tinkering a little with batteries, and then I'm going to have a look on Flight Radar together with you to see now. Open sesame. We can see that the Emirates A380 is over German airspace and is now expected to be here around 1:12. I will tell you again, it's going to be landing on the wrong runway, and the 747 is expected 1:52. That's considerably later than initially was the case. Yeah, it's still an hour. It's more than an hour away. Even if it is flying above Dublin, it's still an hour or so away. It's almost 1.5 hours. 1:14, the ETA of the Emirates A380. Steven says, if you ever stream landing at ATL, you would have the challenge of simultaneous landings with the parallel runways. Very busy. Well, you can get parallel arrivals over here as well when the Polderbaan and the center runway are open too. It's just not always interesting stuff that is landing here at Schiphol. A lot of Embraers, such as this one. At least this one has a special livery. This is the DTM Deutsche Tourwagen Meisterschaft with Porsches on the side. Is that a cable or something? Keep having a moment in tracking where there's a little unevenness. Yeah, it must be a cable. Fidel Kestrel over there. Hunting for Pinky and the Brain. And you're absolutely right, Frank. Better baklava than a buck of lava. Which is a tray of lava in Dutch. Ooh. He's descending. Has he spotted something? Almost certainly has to be the case. Now, has he caught something? Don't think he has. No. He tried, but it looks like he didn't catch anything successfully. It sounds like a great place to be, Stephen, in the midst of the two runways. This is TAP Air Portugal, arriving from Lisbon, flight 668, A321neo. Flight time has been how much? 2 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for the kind words, Kitty Bell, who writes, I love the combination of your vids with nature and the planes. I try to give you guys an impression of what it would be like if you were here with me. That includes all the nature stuff going on. I think there's the mama coot and the little cootlings. If only they would swim a little bit further to the left, we could see them a bit better. Yesterday we were lucky enough to see them right at the end, in the midst of the arrival of the A380 that landed on Kaagbaan yesterday. Now, looking at the estimated time of arrival of the first 747, I don't think I'm going to stick around for that. I think I'm going to wrap up after the A380 has landed here, since I also have my grass seed to attend to. Needs to stay wet, moist. Oscar Boone is celebrating his first month of membership. Hello, watching Canberra. Awesome, 1 month. Yay! Happy to hear you're enjoying, Oscar. Hope you're going to stick around for many more months to come. Congratulations on the first month of membership. Don't forget to use those custom emojis, and if you have an opinion about which emoji to retire, don't forget to head over to the community section for members and let your voice be heard. 2 weeks where you can get, where you have the opportunity to let us know what you feel is an emoji we should retire. Now, retirement of emoji is not indefinite as far as I'm concerned. If you want to get any of the retired emoji back, just let us know. Until we get more emoji slots, we'll have to make do with at least temporarily retiring old emoji. If we want to get something new at least. Thought the next barrier that we needed to cross in terms of member numbers was either 1800 or 2000. Obviously, right after the NATO summit last year, we reached a peak in numbers, in members. really threw the algorithm off, but in that period we reached the new level that we needed for 34 emojis. After that, of course, we never got to that point again, and we're still a bit off. So it's going to take a while before we're going to get a 35th emoji. So until then, we'll have to make do with the 34 that we still have. Next up, KLM flight 765, arriving from Bonaire. That's an A330-200. It's the PH-AOB, FUAB, 20 years old, first flight July 2005, 9 hours and 17 minutes underway. The Dash 8 of the Coast Guard lined up on 04. Thanks, Wolfgang. Hey, Wim Joos. Goedemiddag. Good afternoon. Coast Guard Dash 8 is going to be leaving for a coastal patrol. Unfortunately, to the northeast, away from us. Frank says, I'll call Mark Rutte. Let's have a NATO summit again. Let me know when the next NATO summit in the Netherlands will be, and I'll book a vacation in that week. That NATO week killed my channel. Klaas is off. He needs to cook the food. What are you going to make, Klaas? What's for lunch? Anyway, thanks for joining, Klaas. Hopefully see you again on Thursday. I hope we'll be able to do a stream on Thursday. I hope it's not going to be too rainy. But you know how it is. Those forecasts always change by the day. A couple of days ago, they also predicted it was going to be raining here on Sunday. Still dry, so we'll see. Coast Guard up, up and away. Wow. They certainly went away below the radar then, because I'm not seeing them. Where on earth did the Coast Guard go to then? Jesus. Nah, I'm not seeing it anywhere. Ridiculous. That's just a separate coot without any small cootlings. More polished goodness. A lot to see. Next up, VistaJet Germany arriving on 36 right. Or at least they are on the glide slope 236 right. May well be that they do a breakaway landing later, but for now they are on the glide slope to 36 right. VistaJet, operated by VistaJet Germany, arriving from London Luton. 35 minutes on their way. It's the Desang Delta Charlie Alpha November Golf. It's a Cessna Citation XLS Plus. 13 years old, hailing from 2013, month not specified on flight radar. And Russell is saying hi to me from the tip of a rooftop. Okay. Is it coming in or is it going to break away? it's going straight in. Yeah, it's going straight in. It would have turned to the right already if it did a breakaway landing. Iceland Air in the meantime, flight 500, arriving from Reykjavik, Iceland. Over there. Ooh, have a look. Daisy and the ducklings. Oh, be nice, be nice, be nice. Come on. Don't be an a-hole. Don't be an a-hole, Daffy. So unfriendly. Animals among each other. Joost asks, 36 minutes from Luton is quite fast, no? It is a bit on the fast side. Usually it is around 40 to 45 minutes. Regardless of which London airport you take, it usually averages around 40 to 45 minutes the flight time. So yeah, 36 is pretty rapidly. Pretty quick. Next up is an Embraer 190 KLM flight 1498 arriving from Barcelona. It's the airplane that we used to know. Or no, did I see that incorrectly? I did see that incorrectly. Dossie. I thought it was Dupree. Almost. Bernd, guten Tag, schönen Sonntag. Welcome back. Jordi, goedemiddag. And a Lufty A380 going to Munich. Not seeing anything producing a contrail, though on paper we should be able to see anything that is arriving from the northwest and going to the southwest, from the northwest to southeast. Particularly overhead, quite clear. Nothing to see just yet. Good. Lots of goods. Sharda, goedemiddag, good afternoon. I'm looking up, but I'm not seeing any A380s in the vicinity. KLM flight 1614, arriving from Milan, landing here 737-800 with a carry-on cabin in the back. MMA J Geneigen, good afternoon to you too. Welcome back. Happy Sunday to you all. So over here the sky is pretty milky. Looking to the north, it is actually a bit more blue. Northwest also looks like it is more blue. Looking to the east, milkiness. Looking to the south, where the sun currently is in the sky, more milkiness. So milkiness in the sky between the clouds, land inward. Looking towards the coast, it is more blue. Henk is leaving. Thank you for joining, Henk. Fijne zondag. See you again next time. The Mark Nahar says that the A380 is over Germany and will land in 34 minutes. It's going to be a landing on the wrong runway, expectedly. 36 right will be open by then. That's Chris Koos saying hi to everybody. He says, if you are enjoying the show, don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. It's 12:41. Oh, and there's, oh, more coot nastiness. Why can't they ever be nice? Really, what is up with them? Hey there, Aviation now. Welcome back. You have a nice Sunday too. The A380 to Schiphol almost entering the Netherlands. Excellent. You never know what might happen. Let's check the runway assignment once it does enter Dutch airspace. I'm afraid we already know the answer. I'm afraid of what the answer is going to be, but you never know. You never know. Air France up next with the Bombardier C-Series 300, an A220. Air France flight 1640 arriving from Paris. Similar to London, Paris usually averages around 40 to 45 minutes of flight time. And this flight is no exception. 45 minutes on the way, 213 nautical miles it has journeyed. The Verhazug. That's the Foxtrot Hotel Zulu Uniform Golf. 4 years old already. First flight was in February 2022. Hey, David Wolf is also back in the chat. Good afternoon, mate. And that geared turbofan whistle once again. A220s and E2 Embraers both make those sounds. They don't have the. They're not equipped with exactly the same engines, but they are related. The only two airplanes with geared turbofans that are visiting Schiphol, at least to my knowledge, right now. Must be a lot of mice in the field over there because I always see multiple herons over there. There's one over there. There's one over there. I'm pretty sure I saw more. Russell just now landed here in the grass. The tall grass. Where he is hidden from view for the time being. Oh, and the KLM 100 years is going out. There he is. KLM flight 1818 arriving from Frankfurt has landed. Little bit of pipe over there, apparently. Daisy and the ducklings. Gary Grebe diving under. The duckies are like, hey, where did that ducky go? He dove under. What? Alright. Thanks for the heads up, guys. As expected, the A380 assigned to 36 right, the Aalsmeerbaan. Shouldn't come as a surprise, but you never know. You never know. It's happened before that we thought it was going to land on Aalsmeerbaan and it went to Kaagbaan instead. Karsten. Welcome back. Herzlich willkommen. Schönen Sonntag. Grüße aus die Niederlande. Another BizJet is turning final for 36 right. NetJets arriving from CIA. There you go, CIA. The CIA has a base in Rome. I didn't know that, but learn something new every day. CIA is in Rome. Are the herons now bickering as well? For a moment it was looking like it. Transavia flight 6116 up next, arriving from Malaga. Here's the BizJet with CIA operatives, or nah. NetJets arriving from Rome, 2 hours and a minute on the way. Nominal flight duration, Rome usually averages around 2 hours, regardless of whether it is a BizJet or a bigger passenger flight. It's an Embraer Phenom 300, 12 years old. First flight was somewhere in 2014, although the month isn't specified here on Flight Radar. Registration is Charlie Sierra Papa Hotel Bravo. And gone. In the meantime, massive big thanks to Sharda Dinesh for your super sticker. Good job. Thank you so much for your generosity. You really didn't have to use a super sticker, but thank you so much for doing it anyway. Much appreciated, Sharda. Thank you so much. Next up will be Tui, arriving from Tia Maria. That's Tirana, that's Albania. Max 8737, 2 hours and 26 minutes on the way. It's Belgian registered. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, TMB. Too much beer? Nah, that can't be. No Belgian would ever say that. Oscar Tango Mike Bravo is the registration. It's an 8-year-old, first flight May 2018. Jesus, 2018 is 8 years back already. And another heron. Now Chris Good is swimming over there, making noise. Sven asks if I fly a lot myself. No, not really. Not really. Lately I haven't flown in a while. Last time I flew was 2 years ago. Ski trip to Austria. Or no, to Italy, but I flew to Austria, to Innsbruck. That's what I... my recent flights, and the most recent was at least 2 years back, was to Innsbruck. And once to Japan, to Narita. On the way back, an indirect flight that went to Rome, and from Rome to Amsterdam. Don't fly a lot, but I also don't take holidays that often. Ger Hartog asks in Dutch if I've ever been a witness of an accident at Schiphol, and if so, when was that? Well, what do you define as an accident? I don't think I've seen any big accidents. We've seen a few bird strikes. Well, most of the time when those were filmed, you guys saw it better than I did, because I'm always filming looking on my camera screen, which is only 3.5 inches big, so you guys often see it better than I do. We've seen bird strikes on a few occasions, unfortunately, though luckily not recently anymore. We saw a baby duckling getting eaten by a heron. That was last year, and that was also something that I rather wouldn't have seen. Once did we see a tail strike. But that happened on the far end of the runway. This has been KLM Flight 622, having arrived from Atlanta, Georgia, 777-300. More widebodies are approaching. Maxime asks, wasn't the MPS supposed to leave today? It is. At least it was. It still should be. Around 5:30 this afternoon. Or at least that's That's what was mentioned yesterday. Yeah, you're right, Ari. For the Heron, it wasn't an accident. Absolutely, you're right in that. Right about that. This is KLM Flight 1754, arriving from Hamburg. It's the 737-800. It's 5 minutes to 1, and I am thinking, is KLM Flight 1602 arriving from Rome going to be the first airplane to be landing on 36 right? It is looking like it. Now, this is Daisy number 2 with a bunch of ducklings. Pretty sure that the other Daisy didn't return with her flock. KLM Flight 1602 has turned to the north, confirming it has become the first airplane to 36 right, which is going to be opening any moment now. Hey, Sandra Shinobi is also back. Dude, I'm wearing your Shinobi gear to stay warm. Heated gloves and the balaclava. Jesus. It was supposed to be summery. KLM Flight 760 arriving from San Jose. Flapperon is flapping. This is not Flappy Bird, Flapperon Bird. Jas asks, how do you manage to keep all your gear with a full battery that long? Power supply, mate. Power supply. Everything is plugged into a big power supply, which is also why I have a camping table with me, laptop, blimp, tripod. Tripod is fastened into the ground. That's not going to move even if you kick against it. Do you know the way to San Jose? I don't, Jay. Do you? Joop says in Dutch, I read in the newspaper that the name Air France KLM is going to disappear. Is this correct? And do you know... En wat je daarvan, dat de naam... En wat je... Oh, and what do you think about that, if it is true? Well, I don't know if it is true. It would be pretty silly if they're going to change the name from KLM Air France to something else. KLM in particular has been around for 106 years already. And I think Air France has been around for a pretty long time as well. If not also more than a century already, but Air France KLM is a well-known name, and it would be ridiculous if they were going to change it. But that would be like renaming Coca-Cola for something else. It's not going to happen, is it? Surely that must have been in the newspaper on the 1st of April. Oh, balaclava. I thought he was talking baklava. Of course, Frank. Of course. Well, I could definitely go for some baklava. Definitely could go for some baklava. Transavia is going to be next. Flight 5356, A321neo, arriving from Faro. We already can see that there's a Turkish A330 on the glide slope to runway 36 right. I think that the Dreamliner arriving from Guayaquil will be first. Guayaquil, of course, is a port in
Ecuador!
now
Ecuador!
has become one of the most dangerous countries to be going to in Latin America. It always used to be that Colombia was dangerous, but you could go to Ecuador safely. Now it's the other way around, more rather. Guayaquil 2, not exactly a place you would want to go to celebrate a holiday. Yeah, well, caught between a rock and a hard place. Are we going to film this first or the Dreamliner arrival from Guayaquil? I think I'm going to be filming the Dreamliner. It will pass closer by. According to flight radar, it's going to be landing here first, but it does look eerily close. But yeah, this is closer by. Alright, KLM Flight 751 arriving from Guayaquil, which is of course in
Ecuador!
11 hours and 21 minutes and away. Nearly half a day, ladies and gentlemen. I probably hadn't even gone to bed yet and this airplane had already taken off. Now, where is Turkish? Gone. Alright, the Emirates A380 is approaching the glide slope of 36 right. It should be out there somewhere. And I am wondering, are we able to see it yet? This is probably the E2. Or, yeah, that's, I think... Yeah, that's the E2, alright. That's KLM Flight 1270. Can we already locate the airplane behind it? Yep. This is the Air Baltic A220 then. I think that the trees are quite possibly going to be in the way. If it is going to make an appearance, once it's turned final, it should be over there somewhere, I suspect. Hey, Martin made it back from his walk in one piece. Phew, indeed. Hey Karst, good afternoon. back, mate. Perfect timing. Right, the A380 is turning final. Trouble is, I really have no... Oh, wait, I think I have it. I think I have it. Gotcha now, buddy. Right, so mental note, when they are at the same latitude as Alphen aan den Rijn, need to look just to the right of the lanterns. Okay, well, there you go. Emirates flight 147 arriving from Dubai. Here it is. The gear is extending. There's a Turkish cargo A330 ready to cross the runway behind me. Looks like Turkish is waiting until the A321neo will have landed. Alright, Emirates flight 147 arriving from Dubai. 7 hours and 8 minutes underway. And despite the time it made up, still too late for the Kaagbaan. Yesterday it was in time. 7 hours and 8 minutes on the way. Before the geopolitical turmoil went down in the Middle East, it used to be 6.5 hours. You could set the clock to it. Almost always. This particular airplane is 10 years old. It's the Alpha 6 Echo Uniform Charlie. First flight was in February 2016. Standard livery. Our members have access to an updated ribbon emoji. The silver lining of the sun not shining as bright is that we can see more contrast and more details in the airplane until it is going past the buildings in the foreground, because then it's starting to get a bit more murky. Like now. Chimneys in the foreground. You can see once it cleared those, clarity returns, detail comes back. But then the next airplane, the next building is approaching. And we need to wait, and then the final stint will be from here until we are not going to see it anymore. After this, it's the rollout that we are going to catch it, during the rollout that we're going to catch it again first. Unfortunately, we cannot see the touchdown from here. This will have been the last landing for today's show, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to wrap up after the rollout. There it is. Reverse is audible. Emirates has landed safely. And on that bombshell, it is time to end. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. I had a great time despite the cold. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did enjoy the show, don't forget to leave a like if you want to help this channel grow and help us reach more audience in upcoming streams. A massive big thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the super chats, the super stickers, and all the gifted memberships, the PayPal donations, merch shop purchases that any that may have taken place in the meantime. Massive big thanks also once again to the moderators for keeping the chat friendly and accessible to all. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't be what it is today. Thank you all so much. Stay warm, stay healthy, stay safe. Enjoy the rest of Mother's Day, and I will see you again, hopefully on Thursday. Bye for now, guys. Take care.